Hello James, hello Velza, hello Parker, hello Chris. Hello Links. Hello Dumko. Wait, are you actually Buzzard? That's interesting. Hello, Sarah. Fingerwork? I have no idea what you're talking about. Interesting. So you're also a German that moved to Canada, or are you just someone in Canada with German parents? This is for the sub area in course 14. So it's gonna be the inside of a pyramid. What you're seeing here is not representative of what the stage will be like at all. It doesn't have a name yet. Handmade Heights was a suggestion, and I forgot what the other suggestion was, but it was also good. 1.6 is not a virus, but you can make viruses and play them in Project 64 1.6. I got a lot of stuff done off stream. It's a sub-area in course 15. I also finished this area here. This is definitely the hardest star in the game so far. Let's try that again. I mean, it's still easy enough that if I don't, like, fuck around, I can easily beat it. But I feel like some of you guys might have trouble with this level. Okay. Actually, kinda lost there. Never mind. I guess even I can die on this stage. That's how difficult this is. Papercraft peaks. Yeah. Something like that. You can make this a bit easier by just climbing on top of here if you want. Do the sauce damage you? No, they will just... Actually, maybe they will damage you, I'm not sure yet. Just log in and you'll be fine. This is definitely a stage where you need to log in, yeah? Oh. Can't be worse than Dire Dogs. I'm sure this is a little harder than Dire Dogs. Crafty Canyons. Yeah, all good names. No, I agree. A little bit of difficulty is fine, which is why I made the level. As hard as it is. Our current mission though is to work on the inside of the pyramid. So you can go in here and there's going to be an inside of a pyramid with 8 red coins. And I do want this to feel like a contrived cave system almost, but not like a labyrinth. So that's hard to do. Right, the confusion needs to resolve. That's the difficult part here. So for that I'm thinking we need like specific landmarks and we need other pieces of the maze-like structure visible. Hello, tea time. Probably like at least 3 stories. To the next area? Yep. There's only 2 areas missing in the papercraft level and then course 14 is complete. Giant dolls. No, I wasn't thinking of putting live things in here. There's going to be enemies though. Like, well, I should probably write this down. Enemies. Thwomp, Brindle, Thwomp. It's indoors, there's no sun indoors. Trying to imagine this level in my head. So I know I want 2 coins to face each other above a cliff. I want 2 coins to be on parallel paths to each other. Can also be anywhere. And I know I want at least 3 stories. It's very limiting. I know I want some one-ways in there. So you can't just do the follow left wall strategy. Because that ruins every maze instantly. This is the galvanized square steel and eco-friendly wood veneer theme song. Maybe one can be like on a cliff that comes out. There could be a large empty cliff in the middle and paths go around it. Maybe a large empty cliff in the middle, paths go around it. There could be one path that can enter the other path from here. That would be kind of cool. Would give you something to orient yourself on very well. This seems to be about the right size too. I gotta think of more solutions to make this more resolving. What really resolves a cave system? I guess as soon as you understand the underlying structure of it. I never formatted my Windows install. So yes, it is still the same from 2019 sounds right, maybe 2018. Because one is fully finished and the demo is ready. Basically, I just need to actually like make the demo ready. How can you tell it's the same Windows install? That's interesting. It's true, Chris 15 will be the war level. And the release will be tomorrow. And all these questions that are being asked 15 times a stream, the answer is exactly what you want to hear. It's very specific, that's interesting. What if there was an underlying pattern to the cave system? One that is easy to resolve once you understand it. That instantly tells you how this level looks. Can we think of... Hello Bioback. Currently collecting ideas for the permit level. I'm thinking this should kind of feel like an intricate cave system. And it should feel kind of maze-like, but I want there to be like a moment of the player getting it. I want the player to be like, oh, this is how it works. And from then on, it's not a maze anymore. That's what I want. So this is inside up here. Oh, actually, I should probably also show you the other sub area I finished off stream. Just so you're up to date with the newest state of RTYI. I finished the saw area. It is by far the most difficult area in the game, and when Zaina played it she had trouble beating it. But I think the difficulty is fine considering it's course 15. So this part works as intended. I love that part. The camera has to be on the other way. So these saws, they have a timer. The timer starts going as soon as you enter a certain range from them. And then they go. So you basically always have to move. But the slower you move, the slower the saws are. So there's a bit of rubber bending here basically. I also color-coded the individual pieces. I think that adds a lot to the stage here. This is the one place without a harsh time limit. Yeah, that's how it works. Move to course 15. Now this is course 14. The act select is just wrong. Something's up with the opacity there. This is not how the walking is supposed to be. Is it like that everywhere? Oh, that's weird. I think it's really, really cool too. Just worried that it's too difficult. Surely this is not the solution, right? That mode is very difficult to work with. That is the solution. Interesting. But that makes sense. I did kind of program it like that. Oh well. It's fine to you. Yeah, I mean, I had Zaina try to play it and she didn't really have a shot at beating it. So that's why I feel like it's a little difficult. Either way, make it feel like a maze, but make the confusion resolve. So one way the confusion can resolve is if you could see the majority of the maze at some point. The large empty cliff in the middle where you see all the paths from, that kind of does it. That helps a lot. So you see that and now you kind of know where everything is. Yeah, I agree, Bioback. It's still something I'm worried about. The demo of course one will have a debug hub world basically, where not much is going on. Can we maybe color code the paths in a way that slowly resolves the mystery? It's not Chinese TikTok music. This is a little John galvanized square steel and eco-friendly wood veneer theme song. So what kind of paths are there going to be? There's going to be paths to red coins. There's going to be paths to the main area. And there's going to be paths to other paths. We could color code it in a way that if a box is red or reddish, then it moves to a red coin. If a room is greenish, it moves to the middle. And if it's neutral, then it moves like a random direction. That would work. Basically the inspiration for how I want this to play like is... no, not that. It's like this, but kind of more cave-like. Does that make sense? This is another remake I made. So you can't accuse me of stealing, because it would be stealing from myself. Kinopio made this level so pretty. More of a puzzle zone. I guess it kinda is like a puzzle, but I don't want this to be like a brain tracking logical puzzle. I want this to be more like confusion and then the confusion resolves because you understand it. Which does sound a lot like a puzzle. The difficulty, the difference is that there's like no active effort required from the player. Rather you just do the thing and without really thinking about it you suddenly understand it. And the paths need to be made interesting somehow. So there's gonna be lots of staircases and stuff like that. I'm not saying like, but have you changed the jump dive? Looking at a lecture from it. What's the reason you want to change it? I did not change it. You are not seeing right. You might be mistaking it for the ground pound dive, where you do gain a little bit of height, but this is a completely optional move that you have to like opt in, and this move is never required to beat the game. So rather than the toggle, you have the option to just not use it if you want to not do that. It's entirely a move made to make your life easier and to like make the movement a little bit fluent. Similarly, you have this move here, where, you know, there's like his down B from Super Smash Bros. Can you actually BLJ here? What the fuck? What? That's a new bug. Apparently you cannot BLJ. Oh my god. Interesting. That's a very important bug to fix. I know what the issue is, I just need to figure out where the issue is. Oh, C value. Yeah, that's good. No, I would never try to make it like Mario 64 DS. Mario 64 DS is ass. What other ways of resolving the confusion do I have? There could be a logical pattern to the cave-like structure. Something like it's spelling a name. What about the rooms with a ladder above them, and you need to enter the rooms in the right order to make a password that is communicated to player at some point? Oh, this is a red coin area. And no, that's too much puzzle. I think a puzzle like that is very much against the rest of the design of RTYI. Right, that's why even in the level based on puzzles, Course 2, all the puzzles are like not really puzzles. The puzzle is like realizing that there is a puzzle. Right, and what I want here is the confusion to resolve, as in, this is an intricate cave system, and you're like, oh my god, this is such a weird cave system, I don't know where I am or where anything is. And then, as you go through it, you realize, oh, this is how this works. It could be something like half the pyramid is an upside down version of the other half of the pyramid. But that's like too hard to imagine and also very difficult to work with. There's a little red thread that connects all the rooms from the start to the end, but it goes back to rooms already explored and crystal itself, so you don't follow it from the start, you don't know where to go. It's kind of similar to the follow the left wall strategy when you are new to a maze, right? And I kind of want to prevent that. I don't want it to feel like you just guided along something, I still want the player to feel they're free to go anywhere they want. That's why I'm gonna have some one-ways in here, so that you can't just follow the left wall, so you're forced to engage in your freedom. Like forced to understand what the puzzle looks like or the pyramid looks like, and you can't just follow the left wall, basically. So that's kind of the opposite of what I want. But color coding certain parts? An Ayama puzzle? What is that? Oh, what the hell? I don't understand this. This is like you're supposed to undo them, so this is like geometry and stuff. What other way is there to... Do I have a single example of something where confusion resolves in a cave system? Can be entirely through a mirror, meaning you have to navigate with no controls, but your view is through a mirror. That just sounds awful, to be honest. But no, that's absolutely not what I want. I think the design goal I set out is very clear here. We wanted confusing at first, and then we wanted to resolve into making sense. And I want the confusion from like being overwhelmed with all the directions you can go. If you've been in the labyrinth, you'll be like, I can't tell shit apart from fuck. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll go a random direction, right? That's how I want the player to land here. But then, through being in here, I want the player to realize, like, what's going on, and then be able to competently navigate the maze. And I know that might be a lot to ask, but we can do quite a few things to maximize on this matter. So the best one I have so far that I wrote down is a large empty cliff, right? So like you go through random paths, and then there's one room where you come out, and you come out of one entrance, and then you see like 4 or 5 other entrances below you, and you're like, oh, that's where that is. I've been there before. Or you can even jump down there. Depending on what's going on, you have to decide what's going on. Exactly. I want to think of a mechanic that is going on to make this happen. Landmarks a good thing, I feel? Yes, landmarks will definitely help. But ideally there'd be like a grand idea at play. So the color-coded paths idea I had before, I think kind of works. As in, the more reddish paths lead to red coin pieces, and are otherwise dead ends. Although they'd have to be directional somehow, so we need walls that are also directional. I think if the thing you want the player to find out is what the area looks like, I think that kind of sucks. Maybe if we had a thing where the player would be able to figure out which paths are worth navigating, rather than finding out what the entire area looks like, that is just as valuable. Right, so the color-coded idea would work for that. But there's a second mission that that's a red card mission, so there isn't a path to find. Yeah, you kinda have to explore the whole area here. Maybe the idea does just kinda suck, because I can't think of a good way to make it work. But I also don't want it to just kinda be a copy of the Course 12 Goomba Bandit area, where it's like platforming over the void. Can we set up like a clock, but it will only look like a clock from the highest point. Central circle room connects them. It could be interesting with like an octagon in the middle maybe. And then the 8 paths branch out and each leads to a red coin, but also to the other paths. So if you're ever confused, you can just go back to the middle. Using mission with the Swiss frame wheel would work great, but a red coin mission player is just gonna be running around anyway. Yeah. Blood path slowly being filled in. I understand. Oh, you mean like every path you did walk along yet has like a different color, and as soon as you step foot into that room it gets colored? That is an interesting idea. So that way you would know where you've been and where you haven't. I can kind of see that working. Although making that would be absolute torture. I'm not sure if I like the clock idea though, to be honest. It feels like a lot of backtracking would be involved if we made it that way. And it would also misalign them from the world axis, which is gonna be a pain in the ass to work with. Put a card to start a level and Mario leaves footsteps so he knows where he's been. Damn. It's possible to program, but like, ugh. You know what I mean? That would probably also lead to a crash at some point, or like footsteps would have to be eradicated eventually. Unless we made the level really small. Or we'd have to put a virtual texture decal over the entire level. Oh god. Yeah, it would be cool, but the technical limitations are existent. Why am I even fixing that? We're not gonna go with any kind of this layout. This layout sucks. What if there's one main path, but along this main path, many mini paths branch out and they're like shortcuts into other pieces of the main path? And the red coins are hidden on those paths. a ground pound to make a pile splatter or something. Ideally, it wouldn't everything look similar enough to where you would actually need that, you know. But the idea of one main path with a bunch of small paths along it that connect back to the main path, I think that works. If already been is exactly the thing you've been looking for. On the other hand, there's gonna be the issue that there is gonna be like a small part of the maze where you haven't been to yet and you don't know how to find that. But think about this, if it is one main path with a bunch of smaller paths leading to other places of the main path, you're gonna walk along the main path, you're gonna find a side track, you're gonna go along the side track, and then you walk backwards to where the main path is and walk along the next shortcut. That way, if you're ever lost, you can just go back to the beginning of the main path and go to new first siders where you haven't been to. And you might not immediately realize that it's really just one long path with a bunch of side tracks along it. But once you do, you will be able to just do the red coin mission like that. And this works because there's one entrance and one exit to the pyramid. It's a red coin mission, Miko. Shortcut paths and a one-way door. Honestly, I kinda like that. Hieroglyph pyramid? Let me look for that. Kinda makes me sad that like all the 3D platformers look good. And maybe I feel bad for this, but like this looks good, but I have no desire to play this. Does that make sense? I don't understand why I don't have the desire to play it. What gives you the desire to play something? I recently really wanted to play Party House in UFL 50. That's an interesting thing that I need to analyze, but not relevant to what we're doing right now. Like the F going through a normal platforming level, reaching the end, seeing the red coins star mark and going, what the fuck, there were red coins. Yeah. Astrobot was really good. I mean, it looks really polished. I guess we're looking at this for like other ideas for the Egypt level. The colors are really cool too. What console is this game for? This looks like it's for like PS5 or something. Oh, it is PS5. I guess this game isn't famous because like no one has a PS5. This game feels like it should be famous. Which game is this, Bioback? Did Sony bribe people to make this game for the PS5? Like, surely they wouldn't like put so much money into a console no one owns. This one? Oh. Yeah, it looks great. I don't want to play it, and I don't know why. Those are events of Sony franchise mentioned throughout protagonist interest. Okay. Outsold 62 million units? What? I thought no one could get their hand on the PS5. Well, how much is the PS5? 580? 440? How's there 250? Oh, it's the Pro model no one wanted. See, I haven't owned a PlayStation since the PlayStation 1. I've never really been much of a PlayStation boy. Let me think about this. How do I want this to look? Like so? PS1 then went Nintendo and Windows. Yeah, I guess there isn't much reason to have a PlayStation when most PlayStation games just hit PC eventually anyway, right? I guess Nintendo games hit PC too, but illegally. I want to make sure that the sizes here feel correct first, before we move on. I think now that we have the plan for the level done, we can switch the song. You guys excited for a new song? This is my stream and I get to pick the movie. The ceiling's a little high. Okay, this size left-right feels awesome. So we need 8 shortcuts along this path in total. And I want the shortcuts to appear like early. So I'm thinking the first shortcut should be like from here down to here already. It could just be a slide. Like so, it's just a one-way slide down here with a red coin in it. But then if you go that way, you're gonna miss the second shortcut, which will be here. And lead even further down the road. That doesn't quite work. There's no lava level. You must be confused. What I like about this is that with this way, the optimal playthrough of this is gonna be not along the main path here, but it's gonna be going here, getting the red coin, going up the main path, going back here. So whenever you get a red coin, you have to follow the path backwards again. Which I think is a really cool way this plays out. Is this part of the lava level? Are you part of the lava level? Until you miss one path at the beginning and go all the way back. Just gotta make the platforming fun. It's just gonna be fun. If it's not too long, I'm sure that's not an issue. We'll have to see. I think I want this to be skinny. Is this part of the lava level? What are some of the most repetitive NPC lines in video games? Wasn't there something in Bubsy 3D where you just said something about the pilot license over and over? I feel like I'm conversing with that right now. Pokemon Center? Oh, but it has to be spoken dialogue, right? Otherwise it doesn't count. Hello Mario Luigi SM64. Dodgers or Yankees? Is this American football? Rugby? Isn't American football rugby? What's the difference between rugby and American football? So you go down here, go up here, go down here, and then you come out here. Oh, that's not good. There needs to be another shortcut before that. This doesn't work. My plan sucks. So they're almost the same thing, but not quite. The forks for cake-based fields are enormous. Are you guys ready for a certified case hot take? Oh my god, this one's not gonna go over well. You guys remember when Ninja said, how ever missing the cake, I would simply hire a guy that always gets the cake? I agree with him. That cake, you should never miss that. It's dark because I'm in the basement. Not because it's a wide field, but because like that's your job. Your job is hitting that thing. Surely, I mean the thing doesn't move, right? The conditions are basically the same. You should be able to do that with your eyes closed. No? Am I wrong here? I mean, just thinking strategically, like the best strategy would be to always hit the thing. Right, there's no counterplay to it. I'm just saying, man, if you don't miss that, you win. So why are you missing? I realize there's a flaw in my logic here. But like, if I had to play it, I would simply just, you know, kick the ball in. Like, I think that's the right strategy for my team. I'm so cooked. Well, the thing about that though, Biomech, is that the other team is trying to stop you. Who's trying to stop you when you're just, you know, kicking at the goal with a free kick? You know what I mean? Like, they can't. There's nothing they can do. Similarly, when you play basketball, why don't you just train a team of people that can make a shot from anywhere? Why are you learning dribbling and everything? Why don't you just get, like, how many people are in basketball? Like 4 guys? Why don't you just get 4 guys that can just shoot across the entire court and instantly win? Has no one thought of this before? Who's Stephen Curry? Dude, Zaina has a friend that has a name like that. And it's like Tommy Tomato. And it's like, that's not a real person. And she says, yes, Tommy Tomato is real. It's like, no, Tommy Tomato is not real. He would have a real name if he was real. I know Tommy Tomato, he's real. Have you heard about the Rizla? I've heard about the Costco kit. The one that goes like, that's 2 booms. And I think he's called the Rizla as well. Is that him? And you can use the entire meta with your just recruit players that don't miss strategy. I think so too. The Rizla hangs out with the Costco guys. Oh. The Rizla is the small fat one. Okay, yeah, I thought he was the fat kid. Is he also Baby Gronk or is that a different one? Germans definitely make stupid famous people. If you have ever heard of Oliver Pocher, he is what you call Hurensohn, and he is very famous. Hello, Sayo. And Stefan Raab is back. Never been a big fan of him either. I don't know much about him, to be honest. I know he has a show where they also make fun of stupid people. But I never watched that show. I also didn't realize you were German style. You hate him? I barely know him. I think I watched Schlag den Raab like once or twice, and that's my entire exposure to him. Years? Which 10 years? So we have a red here, and then you have to walk back up here. You have to jump down here for another red. You can then go here to catch a red or something. And then I'm confused. How's this gonna work out? I don't want to ditch the main path idea. Would we go this way here to the right? Looks like an Ento. Kinda. Wiggler ant enemies. This is me saying... This is me drawing it beforehand. Right, while it's in this box stage I can easily modify it. And then after I boxed it out, we can actually make it pretty. I'm not sure what Wiggler ants, but like craft ants would kind of work out. Oh, that was just offline. I had no idea. This skips this. No. This skips this piece of thing. This skips... this stretch of land here. So then this needs to skip this stretch of land. But there's no shortcut back. Papercraft version of this. Yeah, I kinda like it. What if the cliff was the shortcut? I think that would work better. See how easy we can modify this here? Because it's all just arbitrary paper. No, I definitely won't reuse their models. This all needs a papercraft aesthetic, which those models do not have. It's like the vibe. Pokemon Diamond Pearl is kinda nice. I think it's the game I vibed with the most in the Pokemon series. I think I had almost 500 hours in this game. Faz, how true is it that your favorite Pokemon game is just dependent on your age? You think that's true? If I think about my favorite, I would probably say Red and Blue. Is it though? Does it fit for you guys? Mine should be Gen 3. See, I didn't even play Gen 3. Pokemon just copied Shin Megami Tensei. Well, then why is Shin Megami Tensei not popular? What Pokemon is? Checkmate the atheist. Adults? Most Pokemon players are adults too. Yeah, I've heard stories of people making their kids play the Pokemon games after the kids were like into the anime. But the Pokemon games are so handholdy that even kids don't like them. Like so much text. Don't know if true, but if true, then that kinda sucks. Kids actually have like an insane frustration tolerance for like figuring video games out that adults don't really have. Honestly, this is also gonna be an insane hot take, but I think the reason Pokemon games are handholdy is not because children need to get into them, but because adults need to get into them. Adults that have not played video games before, they want those to also play Pokemon. And adults that have never played video games before will need that handholding. I remember I played the shit out of Pokemon Red before I could read. Like, that's how little handholding kids need to play your Pokemon games. It's just want to play Fortnite? I don't think so. It's probably very few young girls that want to play Fortnite. That's an ad for narrow corridors. I mean, I do have some reference images here ready to go. Stuff like this is what I wanted. This kind of doesn't really look that much like cardboard to me. Like, I know it's made out of cardboard logically, but... eh. Gummy King Permit. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some good references there for art style. No doubt. Come here, you go down here, you go up here, you go down here. You go along there. So the next bucket needs to be like here. Or here. This does lead to quite the anthill-esque layout. It can't be after the slide, before the slide actually, because you need to be able to go back. We're still gonna have to mark the shortcuts somehow visually from the non-shortcuts, so players have a shot at figuring it out. I use whatever is appropriate in the situation. As any reasonable person should. Weight measurements really is one thing you shouldn't be randomly elitist about. That's too silly for me. Well, all my weights are in LBS, so of course LBS is more appropriate. Are you gonna be able to tell which way is the shortcut and which way is forward and which way is backward? We might have to do something like arrows on the floor, or if there's ant enemies, we can have the ants walk a certain way, so that you implicitly know what's forward from there. Or we could have coin arrows. I still need to place coins in the main area, actually. I want to see how much performance I have left here. You can't always be working the same way. They can't stand in place until you approach close enough. And then once they're in view distance, they start walking, basically. Oh. Looks like I forgot to set the render mode. That kinda looks like it's made out of glass. Oh my god, it's reality destroying. Do you see this? The reality warping toilet paper? When I get a better look at it. It's definitely from a render mode not being set correctly. Turns everything into wireframe somehow. The wireframe must be from Alpha X opacity and no Alpha X coverage. Oh, no, it's normal. Never mind. And then it probably like adds the frame buffer color to the frame buffer color or something in the blender. And that's what's happening. You're asking if it's necessary to have 16 megabytes of RAM if the console has 8 megabytes of RAM? Clearly it's not necessary. Otherwise the console wouldn't work. Wouldn't even turn on. I'm thinking there should be like switches that open a trapdoor as well. And then maybe like right here you can fall through the trapdoor for a shortcut. So the shortcut is like downwards. I don't know nearly enough about Majora's Mask to answer the question. Speaking of which, I need to talk about how great Majora's Mask is. I never appreciated this before. But we are recently playing Twilight Princess, me and Zena, and I'm noticing that the whole game is like dungeon, and now do 2 minutes of story and here's another dungeon and stuff like that. And to me, that's not really what I really like about Zelda that much. What I really like about Zelda is all the in-between. And then I was thinking back to Ocarina of Time, and Ocarina of Time doesn't have much of the in-between either. It's also just like dungeon, dungeon, dungeon. But Majora's Mask, I think Majora's Mask formula is perfect. And I think Majora's Mask being like that is what made Missing Link like that as well. Because Majora's Mask is what I like a lot. It's not necessarily the side quests, it's all the world building and stuff that's in between there. No, I never 100% at Ocarina of Time. Side quests are the main quest, really? Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. What I also like about Majora's Mask is you never know if what you're doing right now is really useful to the story or not. Which, that I just like that way more. I don't like how in Twilight Princess it's like either I do the story or I feel like I'm utilizing my time inefficiently because I could just come back later with more items, then would be able to gather more. Missing Link changes you plan to make? So for me there's 3 major issues in Missing Link. Or 3 things that were done to Missing Link that I just kind of disagreed with. The first was... well, obviously the crash when you open Zaria's door, that sucks. The second is in the dungeon, there is the hexagonal main room, and then there's the elevator in the hexagonal shape, and then the room below the elevator that you have to go into with this hourglass doesn't have a hexagonal shape. So that made it really difficult to deduce that you have to go through the elevator, because you can't deduce that from the map. So as an additional hint on how to solve the puzzle, I wanted the room below that to be hexagonal. So that change has been made. And during the boss, there's thorns on the outside, which made the boss more difficult than it already was. And a lot of people were saying the boss is difficult, a lot of people were saying the boss is easy. It's kind of a shitty situation. But removing the thorns, I think, is universally just a good change, because it makes the fight easier for bad players and doesn't affect it for good players. Yeah, that's true, Secret Schizoid. Two, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. I'm just making platforms up. Maybe I need more ideas for this level. Oh wait! I'm not sure if I want ends actually. Now that I think about it, we wanted bombs and womps here. Ends is kind of not really fitting in that concept, right? Just realized there's a little bit of a clash there. Hello, Xarclum. Welcome to boxing out the inside of the pyramid level. It's a little bit maze-like. Well, it's not a whole level, it's a sub-area. And I hope it won't suck. Yep, it's all out of cardboard. The idea is that there's shortcuts you can take. Well, basically the idea is we want this to feel confusing at first, but then after you understand the concept, it's no longer confusing. Basically there's shortcuts you can take here, and the shortcuts have the red coins, but then you kind of go backwards on right before the shortcut that you took was, and from there you take the next shortcut. So basically everything you only walk once, but you have the option to do it wrong. And you are likely to do it wrong at first. And then I want the player to understand that and do it right. And then once you're doing it right, you can take the shortcuts to get faster. It sounds kind of good first, but I still have to make it work somehow. Hello, I'm your cat. We probably have to color code the shortcuts somehow. Which, you know, is no issue at all. We can just have like a red ring around. Actually, we don't have to color. Yeah, maybe we do. Oh well. Anything rewarding on the wrong paths? Even if you go along the wrong path, you still make progress towards the goal. Right, let's say you come in here and you see the red coin here, but instead you go this way along. Then you still eventually like reach the end of the shortcut here, but now you're here and I guess you have to walk backwards. I guess the wrong path is not taking the shortcut, but you're supposed to walk it backwards. I don't think it really matters. What if we make this look like an abyss first, and then it's actually a shortcut or something? Makes it too obvious it's a shortcut. I don't like that. Maybe this way? That needs to be one way, otherwise it doesn't work. No, big whole game things like that can only be decided at the end. Deciding it before that is inefficient, so I won't. Probably not really a one-way. Guess you can likely just jump up here, but it would be a big awkward jump, so this should work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 red coins, 2 more. Then we've got them all. So the next shortcut needs to be coming from here or something. And actually we can put the exit on any side we want. Cool. Do you remember there was some sort of karate temple in RTY? Is it true, or did I mistake something like a small stage? There was initially a dojo in the game to teach you the new moves, but we kind of just moved that to course 1. And I'm no longer 100% certain that we want the dojo. You know what, so I don't go insane, let's take a small detour and start putting coins in this piece of the level, this part of the level. Oh yeah, Biobag, you still here? You are. I was just gonna say, the Twitter post yesterday, I think the reason it didn't get a ton of views is because of the time when you posted it. Posting times are pretty stupid, but if you don't post at a certain time of the day, then like no one sees it. It's like that on YouTube, it's like that on Twitch, and it's like that on Twitter, I'm guessing too. So that's probably why it only got a few. Okay, you also got that. That's good. Yeah, I think we should prefer just scheduling our posts for the next day, because nothing we do is time sensitive. I'm guessing Twitter assumes that tweets are like time sensitive and news, but like our posts really are not news. We could have posted this in 1997 and it would have been more relevant than it is today. So racist caricature Yoshi. I think I prefer not getting cancelled. I already almost get cancelled over the nippers in course 3. Because people were like, Nipper? That's a racial slur. That's not a Mario enemy. And it's like, yep, that is a Mario enemy. Please do not murder me. I didn't do anything. There's a galaxy enemy called the Digger. Oh. Digger is a very well used German word. I do wonder how that word came about though. Anyone know the etymology of that word? Someone at that guy that does those etymology rambles and tell him to tell us where Digger comes from. I don't think it's the N-word. It wouldn't be a popular word if it was. What if we hide a little row of coins here as a Christmas present? You know what? I think a blue coin switch would do great here. Collecting blues on the tilting platform has to be fun. For constant impulse, it doesn't feel empty. Nah. I might still fill the pool with water. Or the oasis rather. Which I know it's not realistic, but it's actually coated cardboard. It repels the water. It still feels a little bit empty, doesn't it? But I really wanted to polish the heck. Like 2024? End of 2024? That's like the original timeline. And I mean, I was in time to hit that target, but then we decided to polish it. Because we are going to get them. Even with a global coin counter, you think people are gonna get them? You wouldn't even be able to see how many coins you have in the current level. Unless we did like a Sonic Adventure thing where it counts your coins down and like gets them to the global counter or something. I don't want 100 coins to be part of 100% though. The original demo only took like 3 or 4 months. And it had 4 finished levels. I'm going to get 1 coins at level 1 before I even have a chance of seeing that it's global. Not necessarily. We could put coins in the overworld that guarantee that you see that the coins carry into the level. You would start the level with a bunch of coins already in your inventory. Or we could make you buy a boat ticket at the beginning where you have to like collect 10 coins or something. Well, nice, you got one. No, that's too much of a fourth wall break. I don't like that. Someone might accidentally stumble upon that too, without even intending to go for 100 coins. No, we are not just telling the player. Yeah, if it's like a beginning island, maybe a little town with a blue coin switch or something, you collect, I don't know, like 30 coins very easily and buy a boat ticket. And then you arrive at the island with 20 coins still in your inventory, you're gonna know those are global coins. Or at least you're gonna be very suspicious that it is. I can note that down in my overworld notes. Something like that is what I'm thinking. Knowing that there are global coins in it. Well, but if your coin counter, when you enter the level, already says 31, and then you get to 100 in a level, like, you're not gonna be like, oh, I guess there's 100 coins down. You're gonna be like, yeah, that makes sense. Or even if you get to 131, like, no one's gonna think there's a random start at 131 coins. Or... Wait. Yeah. Give me a second. What if we do this? What if the coin counter is just always 4 digits? So that it says like 0, 100 coins. So like you know that you expect to get more than 999 coins. I think that could work. That doesn't look very good. Wait. Let's actually see this. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see how it doesn't look that good. But it doesn't look that different from just saying 462. Yeah, basically Judy. That's the idea. How did this look? Oh, it is pretty close to the right side of the screen. But no, in my opinion, just starting the level with some amount of coins is going to be enough to know that there's no 100 coin store. You probably didn't think there was a 100 coin store on the Bowser levels either, right? You may have thought there was a 100 coins on the side levels. I know I definitely tried to get the 100 coins in the secret slide. Then enough coins in the Bowser level. You can get infinite coins during the Bowser fight. You can definitely get 100 coins in there. That's how I know. Hello Aggie. This is a box out of a pyramid made out of cardboard. Another Course 1 rework. The fun never ends. How can we make this section interesting? Oops. I can show you real quick what the level looks like, Aggie. From having funny fall animations. Mario doesn't have any funny fall animations, to my knowledge. This is what Course 14 is. It's a level made out of cardboard and paper and other craft materials. These guys here are thimbles. And this is the snow you made in first grade. And that's Luigi. He's also cardboard. And a paper spring. Yeah, having to make it all out of paper is very limiting. Oops. I never checked this blue coin switch before. Okay, yeah, easily. And he's an egg. A painted egg. Oh, I guess he can do that. Makes sense that he can do that. My favorite part is this thing here. Oh, what the hell was that with the coins? That's not good. Yeah, there will be another demo of just Course 1. You played Madness on release? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, we could have a glue part inside the pyramid. Or a part with spikes coming out of stuff. And then you have to walk across the spikes. It didn't be well, to beat madness, you have to be madness. Something has to be wrong with you if you beat madness. The sandbird? There's no sandbirds in madness. Do you mean bird is the word? There's a level called bird is the word. I'm gonna assume you mean bird is the word. Well, if you want a level remade, you can pay me to do it. But depending on how much you pay, the quality will be varying. Don't you love bird is the word? How can you say this fucking level? It's peak. Crazy that you actually spent 30 minutes on it. I don't know what super blocks are, Aggie. But if it's something I programmed into Star Revenge, then the answer is probably yes. Because I'm pretty sure everything in Star Revenge I programmed as a global object. So bro, dude could just use it. I did make the badges for one of the Star Revenge, but I don't know which one. All the Star Revenges kinda blur into one for me. Thinking this will be a staircase with 2 doors that you can only open from one side. Oh, right, that makes sense. This also makes sense. You got hit with 6 ads in a row? Oh my god. Dude, Twitch sucks. You poor. Dude, if the Twitter analytics, if this stays this way, look at this. We got 1.4 million impressions. That's like, I think that's like $160 or something. In 7 days, that's like $600 a month. If Twitter impressions work like that, that'd be crazy. You can have all that. Even if it's only a fifth of that, I mean, that's not nothing. I think I'm gonna change this up a little bit and have this be the other way around. So, I'm gonna do better at OnlyFans. I'm not sure how many people want to see Bioback naked, so I can't speak to whether OnlyFans would be a better source of income or not. I can fairly confidently say though that I probably wouldn't want to see him naked and pay money for it, because I'm not into that. Alright, just one more coin. All the doors are closed for you? Shit, dude. Not even like a weird fetish niche that could work out? Dude, if Nintendo ever completely sues me, maybe I need to start an OnlyFans. Maybe that's the play. You know what? This should go up. Actually, that would be even more confusing than this level already is. Okay, but just because one person made that much money doesn't mean everyone will make that much money. That's like saying you need to play the lottery to retire. Like, that's not a good argument. You know what I mean? $75 monthly impression gonna pay $13 entire dollars for it? Show me that. No, I don't believe it. That doesn't make any sense. There's no way that's real. That has to be like... The 75 impressions is what got him monetized because he made a viral tweet and then he bought Twitter Premium and then he got upset that he wasn't paid because like he bought it after he got all the impressions or something like that. The one video I saw was you have to divide the impressions by roughly 8,000 to get the monthly income. So if we end up making like 5 million a month divided by 8,000, 625. Wait, you actually know people who do OnlyFans? I never met anyone who actually does OnlyFans. Actually, I think Aggie Ruff did for some time. It's more common than you think. I'm actually surprised they actually make money off that. I expected at least 90% of creators to make less than $5 a month. At this point, the market has to be oversaturated, right? Yeah, I don't see a reason not to do it either, Bioback. Why wouldn't you? It's literally free money, right? I would never hate on someone just making free money. And it seems like very little work too. Seven segments playing the thing. What is a 7-segment display? Do you mean for like health? And it's inside the level? You can't just have like a divided Septagon or something? Hello, Idas. For one character. So the easiest way to do this would be to have a texture 1/8 point filtered. That doesn't make any sense. 16/8. Okay, 16/8. You have a 16/8 texture, and you color the pixels in so that by just offsetting the texture upwards, you get a different character. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I mean? Maybe I can paint this. Yeah. You see, okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, a single 8/16 texture, that's super cheap. And then you can just target it with the text scroll. You could even have that be in real time with the text scroll. Oh, that would be crazy. You don't even need to code anything for it. With Fast64, you can just do it. So do you mean the political tweeters and shit do it for the money and not for ideals? Yeah. No one does politics for the ideals. They all do it for the money. What do you mean? You can't spend your entire life on something that isn't your job, right? Seems pretty logical to me. Shit, there's one red coin missing and I don't know where to put it. Can you spend a decade doing mods without being a job? Yeah, but I'm literally insane. I don't count here. People who are into politics aren't insane. I mean, if you're doing it for money, I don't think it's insane, right? Just like doing a little grifting as a treat. I did Cream. It was a good song. What do you mean? Oh, I see. Cream as in I was creaming, not I'm responding to cream. I get it now. Well, what if it was that good a song? I think this is the one level where the red coin star is not Act 5. We'll make it Act 3. Or Act 4, which is ID 3. And doing the acts on this stage is a bit weird. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on at all in this level right now, so I'm gonna just apply a different texture so I can see the level. Works. The problem with politics for me is that my political takes are so incredibly weird that if I was insistent on them or made them public or cared about them at all, I would be incapable of fitting into society. For example, I do agree that it is completely, like, logically, morally not understandable to eat meat at all. Like, but at the same time, I fortunately don't care about it that much. But if I did care about it, like, people would hate me. No, I wouldn't be cancelled. People just hate me. No, I eat meat. Like I said, I don't care about it, fortunately. But if I did care about it, I would be insufferable. Are you saying you should eat meat? No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that by any moral judgment, that probably isn't defensible to just eat another creature like that, right? If you want to be all moral and not do anything wrong. I'm not saying people should live anyway, like, people can do what they want. I'm missing a red coin. Where am I missing it? Did I not place the last one? I did not place the last one. You. Or like, if you wanna live morally, how can you live without like giving almost all your money to people that are poorer? Because like, you could give away like 90% of your income and save like 200 people's lives every month. How can you justify not doing that? Something I don't understand. Unfortunately, I don't care about it that much, but if I did care about it that much, like, I couldn't live in society. I don't know Hassan, and I don't know what PewDiePie has to do with politics. So this is kind of invisible right now, but it will be more visible once we have the thing going. The proper textures. No, the rain is in the music. Easy saying this when you make 11k a month while paying me €7 per level. True, true, true. But am I wrong though? So this is gonna be the section with the spikes. I'm not making 11k. At least I don't think I am. Alright, so all the coins are in and that works. You don't make that much as a game programmer. I mean, I am pretty transparent about how much I make from N64 hacking, right? You can just... I definitely showed my YouTube analytics before. Look, my analytics, $900 this month. Or in a year, it's like 10,000. It's not that much. $11k is second true. Somewhat comfortable lifestyle if no kids. Even with kids, that's extremely comfortable. Right now, with kids, like my monthly expenses is in USD, it's like 2,800. It's basically nothing. I don't know, I hear a lot of people complain about the cost of living and then they cite numbers that they have like higher living expenses alone than I have with a wife and a kid. $2,800 is twice minimum wage here. What is minimum wage in France? Isn't it like... I mean in Germany it's like 14 euros, right? 14 euros times 40 hours times 52 weeks. It's like 29,000. And... oh shit, that is more. Oh my god. Okay, but I do have to pay for my wife and my child too. 1,400 a month? Oh god, that sucks. Hello, Zero Volt. Welcome to the stream. Well, by D. Height should be like 50. The mortgage, you gotta be making decent money. A mortgage is something you pay. You don't make money on it. Right. Oh, right, you live in a really poor country, don't you, Zero World? Program something like, if you program for a video game, it doesn't make that much money. I think in the video game industry, the wages are like something like 30% lower than outside video games. Ah. The mortgage was already computed into the monthly cost. Making barely 1k. Okay, but that doesn't make any sense, right? As a web dev, you're remote. You can work for clients worldwide. Why don't you just work for a richer client? Well, the incentive to work in the video game industry is that you like doing it. Right, that's why the wages are lower in the first place, because it's something people want to do. Oh yeah, have I shown you guys this? No, doesn't this look sus? Swoop. There's a coin. Yeah, exactly, Mike. But that's why web dev should pay more. Or, I'm sure web dev does pay more. Average web dev salary. Surely median is 36 per hour. That's a ton, right? 75,000 in USD, this is like 55,000. It does, doesn't it? I really like this level. I already gave you the song for Zero Worlds. This is the one where there's 4 biomes and the song switches depending on where you are. So this is gonna be really cool with the song. You're gonna be here and it's like a happy health theme. And then when you walk over here, it becomes the mountain theme. That's gonna add so much to the level. This is my favorite Santa level. Still not sold on the styrofoam? Fair. You're not the only one. I think it looks poopy because it's like the same texture on the top and the sides. That's usually like a sin. Oh, Project 64 soundbook. Okay, now you just draw the star. I love that it actually comes out looking like a crayon drawing. That's peak. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about the styrofoam. Bioback was saying maybe cardboards where paper is stapled onto it. And yeah, that could probably look better. Still no blue pencil when stars cleared. It's on my to-do list. It's gonna happen. Okay, we have the inside of the pyramid mapped out though. So for today, I'm feeling kinda done. Next, I'm gonna actually give this textures and hopefully make the platforming a bit less boring. But once this has textures, I can see the level and then we can do things. I think this mission is going to be decent. It's not gonna be the best of the best, but like, it works. It does what it needs to do. So I will see you guys next stream.